Hello, my dear angels. Welcome back to Angelic Sky Tarot. And today's reading is going to be about your person in question, how they felt about you then, and how they feel about you now. So we will ask the cards how they felt the first time they saw you, when you just started dating or connecting, when you met each other for the first time, and how their view of you changed over the time, possibly to this moment now, whether you're together or not, how they see you at this particular moment. So we have three choices, 1, 2, 3. Look closely, see what stands out to you. Maybe you like the crystals, maybe you like the background of the cards. I will place timestamps underneath the video so you would be able to skip right away to your choice. I really do want to thank you for liking my videos, for supporting my channel, and coming back and watching these videos with me. I really appreciate it. Thank you. And also, I want to remind you that the readings are general, so there's different people watching with different scenarios, and everybody's trying to receive a message, and I'm trying to deliver it to them. So take whatever resonates with you and applies to you, and dismiss whatever is not your message with a lightness in your heart. And let's begin. I'm beginning with choice number 1 and moving out of the way the other two selections for later. So that's a beautiful little crystal. Look at it in close. Beautiful rainbow colors inside. Nice aquamarine color. And so up in the air, I got the card. So I'm going to actually pull more cards. And I kind of want to see first the energy of your person. What type of state of mind they were before they met you. Or when they met you. And then we will see what, energy they experienced towards you when they met you, how they saw you. I kind of like to pull cards in front of you. I think it's very interesting how this happens, how this magic happens right in front of our eyes. So I like to shuffle. I don't really like to pre-select cards, so I hope you don't mind that. I feel like you're thinking about your person, and this way, the magic happens. Okay, a few more cards, and I will begin your reading interpretations. Okay, let's look closer. Very interesting stuff over here. Okay, so what we have here is so the energy of your person when they met you is kind of up in the air. Number 18, number 9. So for me it feels like they felt like they were sort of like in this harmonious state. They had sort of peace of mind. They didn't have much trouble, not a lot of worries. They didn't really have a lot of aims and goals at the time. Things were sort of up in the air, and they weren't sure, if what course to take, where to go. Kind of, they lived kind of in a more relaxed energy. I do see also like this energy of a child about them, so they're maybe a little bit childish, immature, with little responsibilities, kind of indulging into simplicity of life, probably relying on the care of other people at this moment, maybe receiving help from their family or something like that. Also a little bit insecure in themselves. I don't think they were ready to make any first steps, toward any attractions. And so I feel like they were not really self-confident, and because we got here "you deserve love" card, and so they weren't sure if they deserve love, if they were worthy of the relationship. They kind of like felt little insecurities and immature energies, and also we have Six of Cups in reverse, so there wasn't really they didn't really experience until that point a lot of pleasure and love, or in love connections. So there's a lot of again, insecurity. They were not sure how to be in a relationship. I don't think they ever had serious commitment. And we also have card of productivity here. So I think they were just busy with like ordinary things, in their life, buzzing around. Maybe some of them were students, maybe some of them just had like average work, so kind of not a lot of goal or direction, not a lot of belief in themselves at this moment, possibly they were even intimidated at times when people had crushes on them, or they were intimidated by people who are like pushy, or who take initiative, so kind of I don't even know if they were ready to date, or were even thinking about relationships. It's like they're kind of were doing their thing, as I said, no direction, no goal really in mind, kind of hanging in there. And so let's see, when you came into their life, what did they see in you, and what type of energy kind of you emitted to them. And I definitely right off see that you appear as a lot more together. You're much stronger person, and I think you possibly approached them first, and you try to express your interest in them. Maybe you offered friendship, maybe a connection started with some sort of offer, and because I see that they saw you as someone very kind and someone that they could trust, because in this card I see like a really open heart, that you offered friendship, you offered help, you offered advice. So you're coming in as a friend, you're coming in as someone they feel they can trust and open up to. And here we have a man, so they saw that you are you stepping in, like they saw more male energies in you, a lot of more decisiveness, a lot more directness. They saw you as very put together person. So it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. It means that you still acted more with assurance, and like were more in your male energies, like you were more decisive and more active, and actually initiating this connection and sort of courting them, or like trying to approach them rather than waiting for them to approach you, because you felt like they are probably never going to act if you not will start this connection yourself, or you will not initiate the interest. They will probably never act upon that, because they had this kind of passive energy at the moment when you met them. And also you did have desire for them, and you were waiting for them to finally make the move, because you felt a lot of shyness, and they saw you definitely as more, yes, active and decisive. Also, we have a card of separation, and I honestly don't get this card so often in the readings. So let's see. I think you were really attracted, and you were, you tried to be very polite, and you didn't want to overwhelm them, or you didn't want to scare them. So you were definitely had interest, like even possibly sexual interest in them, and you were hinting and showing these signs very gently towards that person, because you knew that they are very kind of gentle and not very secure in themselves. So you did have more interest in them, and you were kind of trying to show them the green light that it's going to be okay, that you're going to be very gentle with them, and you were holding off and acting like almost like as a gentleman. 3 discs in reverse, so material works, Mars in Capricorn, so we have them in reverse. So but they didn't believe that things could work out with you. Like they were maybe a little bit intimidated by you because they felt like they weren't good enough, and they didn't feel like they deserved you, and like it was too good for them to be true, and also reflection, the card of reflection. It's an interesting image. I want you to see it. It's very beautiful. So you definitely saw more potential, and you also were projecting kind of like a lot of onto this person. So they felt a little bit intimidated by your energy. Like you definitely were more active, more kind of like, not pushy, but you were more impulsive, you were showing more interest, and you were like really wanted them to start acting, but they felt shy. They felt a little bit reluctant. They didn't know how to act. They maybe didn't have a lot of experience with relationships, so and they never had such closeness with anyone, so they were a little bit scared to act. And so I think you also were imposing a lot of your, like you saw that person the way you wanted to see them. You kind of were seeing more potential in them than really what they could offer to you. And like I think you almost created this image, in your mind that they were more appealing, and you were more attracted to them than you truly were. And it's like they're this shy person, and you were more decisive. It's like you found each other. It's like these two opposites, like yin yang, where they're more in like receptive energy, more stagnant energy, more energy of indecisiveness, of shyness, and you are in more energy of like seduction, more energy of like proposition. So they did see you. They felt that you were very beautiful, and they couldn't even believe. They were asking like, why is this person like have interest in me? They were really confused, and they couldn't believe. They're like, oh, like that person is so beautiful, and why are they coming towards me? There was a lot of confusion and almost like fear, and they were sort of like couldn't believe it, and they were really shy, and so you didn't see necessarily a lot of action. They kind of were trusting you to act upon that, and like you needed to make the first step, because they would never make the first step. They would never build up the courage to approach you. Okay. And you really wanted to see kind of the future. You really wanted to invest into this person and your energy, and that's how they felt the first time they saw you. So we can see how they view you now. Okay. And how they feel now, and how they see you now. Okay, let's see. So things get a little bit more complicated from just these energies and looking at these cards. So the person is thinking a lot about your connection, and they felt like they reflected a lot. They understood themselves a bit deeper from being in connection with you, and they kind of maybe discovered these certain insecurities and complexes about themselves, by being in this connection, because the card is a reflection, so they're really reflecting upon this connection. And they still see you as the Queen of Keys. It's like still very attracted to you, think you're very beautiful, again, that you always have the right answers to the questions, you know how to act, you're still in your power, people adore you, and like you're very popular, and you're actually very successful, and you know in which direction you are going. So they still find you extremely attractive. They possibly could be in the new relationship at this moment, because we have new love. So they possibly could be with someone else at this moment, but at times they still think about you, and they do remember you. They reminiscent about your connection, and at times they hope that you think about them, and they hope that you still find them attractive and appealing, because deep down inside they have this tie to you. And we have the energy of the devil, and they felt like it wasn't the best connection for them, but they do have this very strong attraction to you still, and this bond, that they just cannot sever inside. And so they're hoping sometime to heal over this connection and maybe make peace inside, that you possibly not together for some reason, and because they do still have a lot of feelings and a lot of healing that they need to do after this union. So they could be just starting dating someone, or they just met someone, but you're still kind of on their mind. And right now they see you as you're very successful, and you're focusing in your finances and career, and you're very driven, and you're very active, and they possibly you're the one who broke off the connection with them. There's end of the cycle, and I see they possibly think that you ended things, or maybe if it wasn't you who ended things, like that they see that this relationship, this connection is over. And I believe that it does frustrate you, when they see you as you were upset or aggravated that they didn't kind of play their role till the end, or they didn't stay in this connection, because I feel like something did get a little uneasy in this connection, a little toxic, a little dark, or maybe you had arguments, or one person maybe demanded too much of the other, because I still feel like you do still have the attraction, or you would love to explore connection with this person, but this person kind of is not is not playing this game with you at this moment. They also see you as an empress in reverse. So at first, they do find you attractive and beautiful, but they also feel maybe it's too overwhelming to be in connection with you, that you could be very controlling at times, and maybe you have a lot of sexual energy, and it's almost overwhelming for them, that they cannot maybe deliver what you wanted in this connection. It was almost smothering and overwhelming for them to be in this union. And they believe that you are angry at them, that you still have a lot of passion for them, but you are disappointed or angry. So they do see that you're very powerful, that you're very beautiful, you're very successful, but also they see that there's a lot of irritation in you, and it's overwhelming to be in the connection with you, because sometimes you want things done your way, and you are very controlling, and that powerful energy of yours overwhelms them, because I'm looking at you, and truly you are very powerful a person, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's beautiful. You're very strong, powerful, beautiful, successful, and they do see that, they understand that, but they also they don't want to necessarily play by your rules, or live in kind of like your scenario the way you want this to unfold. However, they do still feel strong ties to you. That's undeniable. It's just the tie is not gone. The connection is not severed yet. You both think about each other. It's just they don't feel like this connection is beneficial to them at the moment. Like, they're a lot meeker, they're a lot gentler. They're definitely less emotionally stable than you are. They possibly even have some addictions, like to some substances or something. They fall into these like low moods they don't have as much confidence in themselves as you do, and that a type of like these two combinations of these energies, they feel overwhelming. So, but they still know that they have certain power over you, that you do enjoy their physical body, and that you find them attractive, and you do want to be close with them. So, but they are just exploring new options, and possibly at times they are teasing you on purpose, like with posting something on the internet, or like maybe saying something to the same people that and that they know that you will get this information, but they this connection was beneficial to them because they reflected a lot, okay, and they understand the kind of their powers, and they understand how they do have power over you a little bit, because you are so much attracted to their physicality, that they know. So in a sense, they can now use it as bait, where before they weren't really confident in themselves. So now they do have this element of confidence now, and they kind of know your weakness, for them. They feel it very much, and they use it at times to their advantage, This is the way I'm seeing it. I don't know if that resonated with you. I hope it did. I will also pull a couple of cards with direct messages. So they are telling you that they are becoming a better person. Okay. So possibly they do have some addictions, and they also have ways to manipulate you. They so a little bit manipulative. As shy as they were, they kind of got more confident after being with you. We need to let each other go, so they feel like this connection needs to be severed, and it cannot go on because it doesn't feel healthy. Oops, I just dropped some cards. I know that I crossed the line with you, so there's something that they possibly did to you that you had to break this connection. It wasn't acceptable, and they know that, okay? And the last one, I hide behind material things. Okay, so possibly they just trying to stay busy, in distracting themselves by doing other things, like possibly working, or maybe chatting to other people or something like that, and that helps them not to think about you so much. All right, so hopefully it was helpful to see this energy of your person and how they felt about you when you met them first, and how they feel about you now. Thank you so much for watching this. If you liked it, please like it. If it didn't resonate with you, possibly try a different choice. Okay, thank you. Okay, now we continue our reading with the selection number 2, the ones who picked beautiful selenite heart. And I will pull more cards. We have 3 of forces right here, but I want to pull more cards at first to see the energies of your person, how they felt when they saw you the first time, when your connection occurred, and what they thought about you, how they saw you. Actually, I pulled 2 cards, so I'll just keep them. It's okay. Okay. let's look a little bit more about your energies. Okay, very interesting. Let's look at the situation here. So I want to see the energy, like when your person first saw you or met you, when you started connecting, their general energy, how they were feeling, and then we will look into how they saw you. So we have three of forces, the bird's nest. So I feel like they were trying to possibly find a new home, or they were like trying to settle somewhere they would feel comfortable. So they would try to find their base. They also had a lot of responsibilities at the time. They tried to possibly work hard, focus on their job. They possibly just released their ex. They were just out of relationship. And it feels to me like they moved to a new place, you know, because I see the sales. So they were either thinking about relocating, or they just came in to this new location. Maybe again you met at work somewhere, at the new place where they started working, or they were new, you know, in this town, or they moved from somewhere, and it feels to me like there was energy of change for them. And also we have Ace of Discs, so it's a new beginning somewhere. They were hoping for new chance, new potential. So it's kind of, it feels to me that something ended for them, and they were looking to for a new opportunity. You know, we also have eruption here, and so it's like new situation that's like completely new cycle that's beginning, you know, because we know when you know, volcanoes erupt, something is first, like the lava and everything, the processes are boiling inside until it finally comes to the right moment when eruption occurs. And it feels to me like a lot of things were happening in their lives before, and all of a sudden they felt like it was like almost like a release, that something happened. And it wasn't an easy time in their life, but it was like a time that was bringing change to them. And also we have childhood in reverse, so they felt like they really needed to grow up and really take care of themselves, and actually instead of being taken care of, they needed to take care of themselves. So maybe some of them moved out of the parents' house, or maybe some of them again separated from their exes. So they were beginning something new. They were in the beginning of the new cycle, and it was very kind of like exciting and challenging for them at the same time, but they did see a lot of new potential. And then they came across you, and off the bat they thought that you probably could be the one, you know, you probably could be their soulmate. And they saw you as a very loving person. We have Queen of Cups. They saw you as like they felt immediate connection, very strong connection, and almost like on intuitive level, on the soul level, there was this deep connection and understanding, you know, that you could be the one. And they had this feeling, it's earth, you know, they felt like your energy was very grounded, very welcoming. They felt at peace and comfort with you. They saw that you almost had like a mother-like energy, very welcoming, that you were a good friend, like that things could prosper and grow with you, that you were really receiving, and like almost like you had a healing energy. And also we have Oracle of Delphi, so they saw your beauty. They saw you that you were incredibly intuitive, and you also have a lot of like insights about their connection. And possibly you had a lot of similar interests and a lot of similar conversations about like spiritual topics, about some sort of like spiritual growth. So you found each other to be very complementary. And then also we have a card of a snake. So they also saw you as someone very wise, someone very shrewd, someone who is helping them to shed the old skin and kind of help them with the transformation. Okay, so again, I see you first becoming friends, and you felt this immediate attraction. They felt like they could talk to you on so many subjects because you are like a very open person, very loving, very gentle, kind, and kind of you were truly welcoming. Your energy is truly welcoming. I see that energy of compassion, energy of friendship, energy of like wisdom, So there's a lot of etherical connection, like you were thinking a lot about each other, and they just admired you very much. And so this is the type of energy when you just became dating, again, like they were possibly releasing someone and they were still stirred by that occurrence, and they were moving on, from something very traumatic and difficult. And they really saw a new potential and new chance in your connection. They definitely saw a friend and someone very dear to them, and they saw almost like you were taking care of them in a difficult moment, and you provided the needed comfort. And with you, they felt like they were receiving the food for their soul. Like you were feeding them on a soul level. So they felt very deep connection on like energetic level with you. Like it was super healing, and truly you were maybe even working with them, in a professional level. Maybe you were giving them like a counseling, some sort of counseling, or were working with their energies, and even if it wasn't so, like even if you don't realize that because you have such an open heart, you were healing them on a certain level by providing your friendship, by providing beautiful insight. And so they kind of grew closer to you and fonder to you, and they started thinking about you maybe in a new way, maybe in a more romantic connection. But possibly before this romantic interest occurred, they saw you as a friend, and that's beautiful. Okay, because you do have this really beautiful open energy about you. So the second thing I will look into is how they currently, like how they feel about you now at this moment. This was before, when they first met you, so how do they see you now? And again, we will look into their energy, and then into your like connection and how they see you now. Okay, so I see right away there's a little bit of commotion happening, at least on your side, or like, let's see how they see you. So for them, they feel kind of very territorial, and there is a very strong energy about them. They feel like they definitely mended and heal a lot of issues, and they feel more confident, but at times also like they could even show aggression whenever they're trying to protect their territory. Okay. I think they're still thinking about you and calling in their soulmate, because they do believe that you are their soulmate, and they firmly believe that. And we have energy of architect, one of keys, so they kind of still hoping for this connection with you. And let's see, I have Princess of Wands, so it's I think they're very attracted to you still and have a lot of passion towards this connection. Okay, they can't for some reason reveal their true feelings and their true emotions to you, so they kind of trying to protect their true feelings and emotions behind this bravado mask, because bear it's like they're calm, they have energies like also of a healer because they're very confident and very grounded person, but also like it's funny because on this card I see a bear also, like it's a person wearing a bear outfit, or it's like a mask, it's a costume, and they're holding the fish, and the fish to me represents feelings, emotions, and underneath that bravado mask of a bear, there's this child, there's this gentle soul who is suffering and is possibly hoping to express their true emotions and feelings, and they still do have these true feelings and emotions for you, and they are disguising them from you for whatever reason. I can definitely see that they feel tremendous attraction towards you, and if they had their way, they would come in and just like snap you and carry you away, because and in their prayers they are definitely praying to be with you, because they believe you are their soulmate. They're trying to find the key. They're hoping for a new chance for this relationship to work, for this relationship to kind of, they believe there's still potential in this connection. But the way they see you is that you possibly ended this connection, and right now you don't want to spend time with them. You feel like you just want to retreat from them, and you're trying to keep away, and you're not spending as much energy, as much time with them. You're kind of disconnected. We also have six of roses, and here it says the War of Roses. So although you do like each other, and maybe at a certain time you loved each other, right now you are fighting against each other, maybe on an energetic level, so it's like you have this strong attraction towards each other, and because of that there's like almost just as much aggravation and as much hate that is cultivating, at least on your side. So they do see that you're possibly waiting for their apology, or you possibly don't mind talking to them about certain things, and maybe you still feel like there is potential, but at this moment they see you that you're upset and you just want to be left alone, and you definitely have some aggression towards them, and you kind of trying to step away from limitations. Like there's a certain frame of mind for you that you no longer think the same way. You no longer want to stay in the same boundaries. Maybe you don't want to stay in this connection right now. Maybe you feel like you're suffocating in this connection, and you feel like you need to move forward. At least that's how they see you, that you're ready to move forward and you don't want to stay bound in the same situation, and there's sort of like an upheaval energy about you, like you are like a tornado. You want to move forward or going away, or you're destroying like the connection that you both had. So they definitely see this energy of like appraisal in you and upheaval, that you are like a tornado that is destroying everything on your path, because you don't see things the same anymore, and you kind of outgrew this situation, and you're done, you're leaving, you're looking for more potential. They see that you ready to develop in so many other ways, and like you investing in yourself, and you want to move forward, and you're seeing these new horizons, and you're just so active, and possibly because you want to work maybe on something new and new projects, on these new ideas, and you feel like this new cycle is coming in for you. You're kind of retreating and spending more time with yourself, and every time someone tries to take that energy or attention from you focusing on new things, you feel irritated and you pushing people away right now. So they feel a little bit of aggression from you, and they feel like you don't want to invest more time into this connection, and you're ready to step out and kind of invest your energy in the new horizons, so that you don't have the same interest in them anymore. But they are hiding their true feelings toward you, and they cannot express them to you. They do find you still incredibly attractive, and they probably watching you and kind of spying on you a little bit, and they're hoping for a new chance with you, and they do pray about you. They truly feel like you are their soulmate, and that you are destined to be together. They definitely want to build something solid with you, and they still have a lot of fire for you. So a lot of feelings and emotions there for your person. And that's how they see you. They see you as this successful, beautiful, but also destructive force, you know, that you are ruining their connection and ruining their relationship. So let's see what they directly want to. So they're saying it's time for me to heal now. Okay. So they see possibly that you are taking time to heal now, you know. You're taking time to kind of move forward and heal, and also they're letting you know that they're also healing. So let's see what else. My life is not as together as it seems, and I can see it from this, like, because they're trying to show everyone that they're successful and they who have moved on, but yet, you know, something is not really working out for them as they would hope for, and they still have a lot of emotional hurt, and they're suppressing a lot of their emotion and a lot of their passion for you. So their life is not as together, you know, as they're trying to show it to you or to others. I can't stop thinking about you, and that's the truth. You are constantly on their mind. They're still thinking about you because they love you. I wish I had treated you better. So they're trying to say to you they wish they would treat you better. So I'm not really sure what occurred between you two, but I certainly know that this person still feels very much attracted to you, and they feel a lot of passion towards you, and they feel like you've moved on and you're just like doing your thing and really staying away, you know, from them, and you have a lot of anger about what happened, and they feel like this energy of war, that you are angry at them. Okay. Thank you so much for watching this reading. Hopefully it was beneficial to you. Please like my video, and I'm looking forward to doing more those type of readings for you. Hello, my dear angels, and now we're doing the reading for the third choice, yellow citrine. So this is the card 5 of Roses, but I will of course add more cards. So right now the first thing I will do is to look into the energies of your person when the first time you met them, how they actually appeared, you know, and how they felt, you know, before they even met you or at the time when they met you. And then we will also look into the energies of how they saw you the first time they saw you or started dating you or got into this connection. So, oops, it flew out. That was crazy. It's interesting. Okay, let's see, and let's do some more cards pulling. Okay. One more card, and I will begin the interpretation. Okay, so let's begin with their energy at the time when you just started your connection. Okay, so the person, let's see. I feel like maybe possibly maybe you knew each other like at an early age, or when you were younger, or maybe you already had connection, so they felt somehow connected to you. And maybe you were friends for a while, you know, or so it almost feels to me like they already knew you or something like that. And maybe you knew each other for a while. It's just they possibly had a crush on you, and they were hoping for a chance to express their love towards you. Okay, so maybe if this is one scenario that they already knew you when you guys were younger, you used to maybe go to the same school together, or you used to play together, maybe your families knew each other. So I feel like you have this childhood connection, and it's just you didn't have a chance to get together, and they were always hoping for this reincarnation, this opportunity for this relationship to grow, and they always possibly wanted to build something with you together. So they secretly had this desire to express their love to you, and they always kind of like felt love for you, and also they felt a bit heartbroken, and they felt like they never had this chance or opportunity to do that. So they felt a little bit of despair, and maybe you were not taking them seriously and acting cruel to them in some scenarios, but they always kind of watched you from afar. They always kind of like were almost like your shadow. They were always curious about what you were doing, and so possibly you started communicating by writing to each other or on internet, somehow through maybe media, you started, or maybe you were conversing for a long time before the person could really express their true feelings and emotions, like there was a lot of conversation going on with you, and they felt like very uncertain if they should approach you or not, because from the conversation they couldn't tell much if you were interested in them. They always viewed you like that you were kind of like 10 out of 10, like you are the top, the cream of the crop, like you are the most magnificent person. So they really like put you on a pedestal and see you as this, like they saw that you are so successful, you're really masterful with your life, and that you are so multidimensional and so creative, and you're just talented in so many ways. We have multiverse, that you are incredibly, as I said, successful, complete, very confident person, incredibly beautiful too. They saw your playful energy. They felt like you were flirting with them at times and like teasing them, but they also liked that that you're very soft, and like every time they saw you, like they would soften up in your energy, and so they were really attracted to your beauty. Like I see a lot of soft feminine energy, but also you are very clever. We have the chess game, so I think they know that you are very smart, that you have very strategic mind, and you like to plan for the future, and you're always ahead of the game because of that. That you have a lot of clarity in your life. Like we have the moon in reverse, that you're very sensitive, very sensual, beautiful person. You have a clear understanding of where you are going in life, and you kind of knew that they have a crush on you, and that you are very appealing and attractive to them. And in a sense, I think you were flirting and like playing that game too. Like they definitely felt a lot more attraction off the bat towards you, and they just prayed about you, put you on pedestal, and they never in their dreams believed that this connection could actually happen, because it's like you were their childhood dream, or like from the moment that they saw you, if you didn't have the childhood connection, from the moment that they saw you, they knew that they kind of wanted to express their love towards you, and they always feel like they couldn't do it, or they were not good enough, or they had some sort of doubt, but they were hoping to possibly either resurrect this connection, if for some of you you already had this connection before, and they were really hoping to resurrect it. And yeah, you feel like a very independent energy, very clever, like very studious. I see a lot of you like studying, or you already got your degrees at universities, and you have set up such high goals for yourself in the career. And you really, some of you actually very athletic, and you like to go somewhere in nature, climb the mountains, do biking, like very grounded and physical, and you just have tremendous amount of intelligence, tremendous amount of like direction, and you feel like you're very popular, and people admire you, and people see your achievements, and because of that you feel confident, and you also know that you are appealing and attractive to that person. So that's the energy that I'm getting, okay? And that's when they first saw you, or when this connection first started happening. That's how they saw you then. So let's look into how they see you now, and what has changed since possibly you've been together, or if this connection never happened, so how they still see you. and what's happening in their energy. Okay, so honestly, not much has changed in a sense. They still absolutely adore you, and they still put you on this pedestal. Like, they definitely think that you are their soulmate and you're destined for each other, because I have the King of Roses for his energy, and or your partner's energy, and the Queen of Roses, for your energy. So they definitely see you as their soulmate, their couple, someone that they want to be with, someone who they want to commit to, someone they want to courtship, and romance. They see tremendous beauty in you that they don't even look at anyone else. So they do. It does feel like they had to focus more on their goals and finances and career, and they feel like they needed to work up to you and live up to your expectations. They do want to provide financial stability, and they knew that you have certain kind of like requirements and certain standards, and they're really working hard to live up to you, so they could feel equally as so they can reciprocate in the relationship, and they don't want to look like they're less than. And they do think about you a lot, and they romanticize about you. They have deep emotional connection to you. We have Eight of Swords in reverse. So I feel like actually now they feel like they can approach you, and they have more chances to be with you. Like before, they were really scared, and they felt like there's no chance. Now they actually feel like this opportunity is coming, and there's a chance for you to be together. I also have the energy of the underworld, so the connection is very deep, but they also have a lot of fears again about living up to your expectations, and so there's still fears lurking, and there's a lot of emotional healing that needs to happen, especially in the area of their confidence. They feel like you are like still high above, and like it's hard for them to live up to you, but you are their Cinderella. They want to kind of put this shoe on your on your foot, and they want to offer something to you, and they want to be in this connection. They want you to be like a couple, and but they feel like, oh my gosh, this person is in my life and they're so incredible. Am I ever gonna be able to make them happy? Will they ever see this attraction in me? But they do feel like, and they're really working hard towards making this connection. They're really like shedding a lot of their skin, and overcoming a lot of their fears, and kind of hoping to do everything possible in order to be with you, and also let's see what's happening in your energy. So we have energy of Emperor in reverse. So they are starting to see the softer side of you, because before they were a bit intimidated because you're just so perfect and such a beautiful, successful person, and now they see more of your sensual side, and they see that you're a very responsible person, and in a sense they feel kind of responsibility for you too now. They feel this tie and connection. They see that you like they feel tied to you, and they see a lot of beauty and tenderness in you. They want to be connected to you, and they are discovering your softer side. Okay, but you're still very much in control. Like they desire you, and they feel like you have total control over them, and you can do possibly anything that you want with them. It's like you have the energy of the magician, and like they're in your total control. Again, they see your beauty, your sensuality. They see your physical beauty, and I believe you also feel like they could be a good match for you. Like, so I see this connection between you two, and I think you're warming up now to the idea of being with this person, and you're actually also starting to see the potential. And there's, even if nothing happened yet, you're kind of starting to realize that this could be the right person. You're starting to feel this tenderness between you two, and you do feel your power in this connection, but you also feel like you don't want to intimidate this person, and you're showing your softer side. You actually opening up to this person and becoming more kind of exposed to them. You're showing your weaknesses as well, because you're becoming more human, kind of in their eyes, because before it was just like this perfection, and it was so difficult for them to even breathe around you and even hope. But now that you're showing more your softer side, your human side, your friendship, your so they still find you incredibly attractive. They believe you are their soulmate. They want to be with you, but they also kind of like fighting their demons and waiting to approach you, propose something. They're really working hard. They want to live up to all the expectations that you have from them. Let's see what type of message they will give you. So they're afraid to contact you. Okay, so there's fear that you will reject them. So I'm so attracted to you. They're like heads over heel for you, and you just intimidate them because you're just so beautiful to them. It says we need to let go each other. We need to let each other go. Now they still feel this really strong connection. I can feel that. So possibly, I don't know what's happening between you right now, but they still feel the connection very strong. My life is not as together as it seems. So to me, this message just shows that they're really working hard in order to live up to your expectation, and there's still a lot of fears lurking. They're afraid that they're not gonna live up to your expectations. Okay, let's see. I replay our conversations over and over again. What I'm gathering is, honestly, for a lot of people, I do feel like this connection will happen because you both see potential, in each other, and the way they see you right now is they tremendously admire you, and they feel they know you a little better now. They do see more sensual, sensitive side. They know that you have all the control over them, and it's like in your hands. You decide their fate. It's up to you. Like if you give it a green light, if you give it a go, they will be by your side. Although they do have tremendous fears that if you start knowing them better, that you will be disappointed and they will never live up to your expectation. They have this fear, but they also are gaining a lot more confidence, and they're working really hard to be more appealing to you, and that they could offer more things, because at the end you are the king of roses and the queen of roses. So they're very attracted to you. They're terrified, about possibly even believing that yes, this could be this connection, and we can be together in this lifetime. And so they cannot get them out of it, but they cannot get you out of their mind, and they replay all the conversations and everything you say to them. They analyze it, and so their life is not together without you. I think once you both start opening up and being together in this connection, everything will start clicking in their life, and they will start getting over their fears and feeling your softer side, and seeing that you're not as controlling and not as perfect as they think you are, but not in a sense where you're not perfect. Of course, you're a beautiful person and you're perfect, but not as what they made up in their head, that you are just like, all you see is perfection, and this is how your life is. But they will see your softer side. They will see that you're human. You will see that you have all these emotions, and you also need support, and you're not as controlling, and you're not as unhuman and perfect, as they think you are. So you definitely need to show them your softer side, so that because they are a little bit intimidated and afraid to tell you that. But I am so attracted to you. How cute. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it resonated with you. I think it was a really cute reading. Please like this video or comment to see if you felt this connection. And I'm looking forward to doing more videos for you. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching.